Hi, I'm Natasha, and I'm going to show you how to make these personalized cosmetic bags. Let me tell you what I have with me today. First, I have a connected device with design space on it. Here, I have my Cricut Explorer 3 cutting machine. I also have Infusible ink, which is the material that I'll be working with today, with some cardstock and butcher paper. I have some accessories, my mat, and my Easy Press 3, which will help me put my Infusible ink onto my cosmetic bag. Let's start in design space. I have this ready to make project, and I'm going to change name to my name. Then I'm going to select my name and the leaf image and hit attach, which will tell my cutting machine that I want this to be cut together in the exact way that it is here. Then I can click make it and tell the software that I'm going to be cutting on a mat. Because I'm using Infusible ink and I will need a easy press, I'm going to mirror my design and then hit continue. Now my connected device is pairing with my cutting machine, and I can select which material I'm using, which is Infusible ink. Now I'm going to take the liner off of my mat. These mats are sticky, so these liners protect the stickiness of the mat. And I have my Infusible ink material that I'm going to stick onto the mat. And I'm going to line it up to the corner of this mat, just as straight as possible. Then I'm going to insert my mat into the machine. And I can use these same guiders right here to guide the mat into the machine and press the load button. Once the go button blinks, I can go ahead and press that. Now that it's all cut, I can unload my mat and I'll fold it over and slowly take my Infusible ink off of the mat. Make sure it doesn't curl. And now I'm all done with the mat, so I can put the liner back on the sticky mat. And here's a quick tip. You can store your mats underneath your cutting machine. The great thing about Infusible ink is it's really nice and easy to weed. So if I take this top layer off from the liner, I can slowly peel back and you can hear the cracking of me peeling away the excess material from the liner. And you'll notice that this material looks kind of brown, but when it's activated with heat, it actually turns out black. So a lot of Infusible ink colors can look muted, but once heat is activated, they turn out really vibrant on your Infusible ink blank. So I just have a few inside pieces to weed out. And there you go. And you'll notice that it cut upside down or backwards because we mirrored it. So once, this is kind of like a stamp, so once I put it face toward the cosmetic bag, it says my name the right way, but we needed to cut it backwards because Infusible ink requires a heat press. Speaking of a heat press, we have my Easy Press 3 here. And what's so great about Cricut Easy Press 3 is there is Cricut Heat app that it works with. So the heat app tells me the exact time and temperature, it'll send it to the machine, and it'll even tell me to stack out in the order of how I should stack things. So I've already checked the app, and it sent the perfect time and temperature settings to my Easy Press, and I'm going to now work on the stack out. So you want to make sure to put cardstock inside of your cosmetic bag or whatever blank you're working with. And this protects the inside just in case the Infusible ink bleeds through. Okay. I already did a pre-press to get rid of any moisture, but I do need a lint roll. So I have my lint roller here. I'm gonna make sure that everything is nice and clean so that no specks are transferred onto my cosmetic bag. I also waited for it to cool after I pre-pressed so that there's no ghosting, and I'm ready to put my design on. So I'll center it where I want my name. Just like that. And the liner from the Infusible ink is sticky, so it helps you position where you want it. Then you'll want to use butcher paper, and this protects the Easy Press from transferring any infusible ink onto the Easy Press. So I'm going to use my butcher paper here. Because the infusible ink is heat activated, it's important to not move the Easy Press around so it doesn't do what's called ghosting, or moving the ink around on the infusible ink blank. As I'm pressing down, I'm just making sure that the zipper doesn't interfere with my even press and no seams are in the way. And there we have it. A cute little cosmetic bag that I can keep my own personal things inside. I love how this bag turned out. They're so functional and easy to tell apart between me and my roommates, so now we can keep our things separate. There are lots of videos for you to watch and lots of different projects to try, so check them out.